Before I saw this movie, I saw an interview with John Travolta, and you know what John Travolta called Savages? The Pulp Fiction of this generation.
Comes off till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high burn out, I'ma rip this shit till my bone pull out.
Oliver Stone, you're an asshole.
This is how we do it.
And you know this, man?
Hey guys, Mr. Google here to review the latest Oliver Stone talkie or feature or film, Savages. Savages is based off the popular novel, and it stars Aaron Johnson, that idiot from Battleship, gorgeous actress Blake Lively, Salma Hayek, Benicio Del Toro, and Johnny Travolta. And Emile Hirsch is in here for some reason. I don't know why. I was really looking forward to Savages because I thought the trailers were absolutely insane. Like, I thought, like, every single second of that trailer and all the TV spots, like, this movie looked absolutely insane. And I wanted an insane movie, and I thought it was going to be one of the best things to come out this summer. And I was wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, I liked Savages. I liked Savages quite a bit. It's just I didn't love it, and I wanted to. It annoys the shit out of me of how awesome this movie could have actually been. And the thing that doesn't make any sense to me, and this is a good thing, is that there isn't even a political message behind it. So there's like total room for this movie to be awesome, but no, it's just sort of boring at times, sort of generic at times, and other times it's actually pretty cool. Going back to the whole political message bullshit, Oliver Stone always puts those stupid political undertone messages in the freaking films that just annoys the shit out of me. The main example is Natural Born Killers. Quentin Tarantino wrote that script, and then Oliver Stone and 3 other guys like rewrote that movie and made it into like a movie that was taking itself way too seriously with all this political undertone garbage and nonsense. And I just really don't like any of Oliver Stone's movies, really. I think I like 2 of his movies and that's it. I hated W. That was an awful movie. But Savages was a good movie. It had really good acting and, you know, a decent script. It could have been a lot more insane. It really thought it was more insane than it actually was. Going on to the acting, I think the acting was the best thing about this movie, thinking about it. I think the 2 best performances of this whole entire movie were Aaron Johnson and Salma Hayek, because they were just so great in this movie. They were emotionally investing. They had depth to their character. I was really surprised about Salma Hayek, how much emotional depth her character had. She actually had a good character arc. I really liked her. And I also really liked Aaron Johnson. I think he's a very good upcoming actor. He's pretty young, too. He's like 22 years old. He's going to be a pretty big star in a couple of years, and I can't wait till Kick-Ass 2. I also bought the chemistry between him and Taylor Kitsch, and I didn't see John Carter because I couldn't sit through it, but I saw Battleship, and I hated that movie, and I hated him in it. Hated that whole performance, hated that movie, but I actually really liked Taylor Kitsch in this movie. I actually did. Thought he had pretty good chemistry with Aaron Johnson, so that's cool. Blake Lively is getting a lot of hate for this movie. I don't think her performance was that bad. I really don't. The one thing that was distracting, and I have to agree with, you know, I have to join the bandwagon now, her narration was really, like, distracting. Like, especially from the beginning, like, I couldn't take it seriously, and sometimes it was just added for just as a crutch. Like, it was just used as a crutch, giving us sort of like this useless information that I just didn't want. I didn't need that information. Blake Lively, orgasms. She's Dr. Seuss. John Travolta's in this movie for a little short while. I thought he was good. He's John Travolta. He's a really good actor. Benicio Del Toro. I want to talk about him. He's getting the most praise out of all the cast. I think Benicio Del Toro is a very talented actor. Traffic, Snatch, good actor. Usual Suspects.
Everybody in the club get tipsy.
But in this movie, I don't get all the praise he's getting. He just played a psychopath, and his character really had nothing to him. He had no development at all. He was just a one-note character, and Benicio Del Toro did a solid job at that. But that we get it. After a while, I was like in the theater, all right, we get it, Benicio Del Toro. You're a psychopath. Okay, can you just move on? Add something else to your character. And Oliver Stone does do a pretty decent job at directing the movie. I think some of the action scenes were actually really cool, really, you know, adrenaline pumping. But the main problem everyone's having with this movie is the ending. And I didn't hate the ending. I thought, you know, it's a bait and switch ending. I'm just going to say something happens and then it didn't happen. And that first thing that happened that ended up not happening, if that ended like that, the movie, I would have hated it. I would have hated this movie. But the way it ended, I didn't hate. I really didn't. I don't get all the hate for that ending. I sort of liked it. So, anyway, Savages could have been way cooler than it was. I thought it could have been... I honestly thought it had the potential to be, like, sort of this generation's Pulp Fiction, but it wasn't. So, I'm going to give Savages a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty solid movie. I liked it. I know I said a lot of criticisms towards this film. It's just I was disappointed. I went into it with way too high expectations, I know. But, yeah, I'm Mr. Google. Don't forget to ski cap, subscribe, and I'm out.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my leg give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high, I'ma rip this shit till my bone.